of Hank Williams Jr. Are you ready for some football?
Yes.
I wanted to do that. I've been wanting to do that all my life. Following perhaps the most exciting weekend of football history. The conference championships are set for Sunday. Here with a closer look at the matchups, Mike Bako, sports editor at thedailynational.com. Mike, are you as geared up for this game as everybody here?
It's going to be hard to match what happened over the weekend. You're almost ready for this anticlimactic weekend of two games that can't possibly live up to what happened. But that was an all-time weekend. We're going to be talking about that all this week. We're going to be talking about that for many years as well. Buffalo Bills fans certainly are never going to be able to live that one down.
You know, we keep on mentioning the Bills, because they famously now have lost that game. But it's just like, man, they performed so well on the field. And now the AFC Championship game. Let's look ahead. The Chiefs, 7-point favorites at home against the Bengals. Cincy, the Cinderella story of the past 3 decades, beating the AFC juggernaut KC back on January 2nd. What is going to give Burrow the biggest boost of confidence? Can the Bengals do anything to slow down Mahomes?
Well, I think what you just mentioned there, Burrow's confidence. They played earlier in the year. He had 4 touchdown passes. They won 34-31. One of their receivers, Jamar Chase, had over 250 yards receiving. So they've proven it on the field that they could go toe-to-toe with the Chiefs. So when you just look at it from a recency perspective, can they play on the same field as the Chiefs? Yes. Can they learn from what the Bills did just this past weekend? Yes. Is Joe Burrow comparable in the same field as what Josh Allen was able to do? They have different skill sets, but what it proves is that you can move the ball on the Chiefs. It's going to be a high-scoring game. But the beauty of the Chiefs, and they do this every playoff season, and you're watching their games and you're thinking, when's Mahomes just going to break out? When's he going to have that Golden State Warriors run where you see Steph Curry hitting threes all over the place, and all of a sudden the score goes from being really close to a 17-3 run, and then they're off and to the races. And that's what the Chiefs did last week. That's what they've done traditionally in the playoffs, and that's what the Bengals are going to have to go toe-to-toe with them. Can they do it? Joe Burrow is going to be on the biggest stage of his career.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on Burrow, but let's talk NFC now. Niners at the Rams at SoFi Stadium in L.A. There's this ticketing controversy. The 49ers fans, notoriously making a lot of noise. The team known to be more physical. What do the Rams need to do to win this weekend?
Well, the first thing they need to do is get their home fans into the stadium. They played in the last week of the year. And as the home team,
wait. I got to time you out there. Being somebody who was born in L.A., a California native, there are a lot of people who've been pent up in their homes for the past year. The isolation in L.A. has been so staggeringly depressing, quite honestly. Then you tell people to come on out for some football. It's a mixed message in L.A. I think that's the problem.
It's a big mixed message, but what they're going against is the San Francisco 49er fan base that travels well. They traveled to that final home game of the year, the regular season game that actually got the Niners into the playoffs. The team and the fans were so loud that Matt Stafford, the quarterback for the Rams, had to use a silent count. That's what is usually reserved for when you're playing in hostile territory. He was on his home field. Stafford's own wife pleaded on social media and said, please don't sell your tickets to the opposing fans for the next round game against the Arizona Cardinals. So they're going into friendly territory, and they're going to try to make it even more friendly territory. But as you mentioned, the Rams do have this sort of, knock on them as being soft. They have the stars like Matt Stafford, Jalen Ramsey. They got Odell Beckham during the season. But time and time again, when they face a team that could kind of smack them in the mouth, and you thought that was going to happen just the other day with Tom Brady and the Bucs making that big comeback, 27-3, tying at 27-27. You thought, here we go, typical Rams, they're going to blow it again. But no, Stafford had a long pass. They were able to kick that field goal. They were able to win. They're going in with momentum, and I think they're going to carry it through, and I think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. Okay,
making your prediction, Mike Bako, talking it all on this morning's Morning in America. Thank you so much, sports editor with thedailynational.com. I'm out of time. I would love to talk to you some more, but we'll check in with you next time, all right?
Great to be with you. Thank you.
Great to be with you. Thank you.